What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Oscar De La Hoya speaking on Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia, man, and what it took to make the fight, or some of the things that it took to make the fight, and some of the obstacles that he had to overcome in order to make sure this fight happened. If you guys don't know, Canelo Alvarez has a one-deal fight with PBC, man, and is going to fight Jaime Munguia, which I thought was a hard fight to make because, for one, you know, Jaime Munguia has a deal with Golden Boy and DAZN. Canelo is right now doing a deal with PBC and Amazon. Also, Al Heyman and Oscar De La Hoya are not on good terms, haven't been on good terms since probably almost 10 years. All right. So I thought it was going to be hard to get this fight going, but I guess if it makes money, it makes sense. If it makes dollars, it makes sense. So they were able to get, you know, a few things across or whatnot. So let me go ahead and play what Oscar De La Hoya had to say. And I want to go ahead and speak on, because that's a lot of times people don't understand like the stipulations in the negotiations that can actually cause a fight to not happen. But this is one of the things. So go ahead and listen to this, and then we'll keep it moving.
PBC and Canelo Promotions and, you know, Munguia, Golden Boy, we all made it happen. And that's what I keep preaching, is that let's all work together to make these big fights happen.
Well, is there any weird things in there where like you can't show up, or like will you be allowed on the press conference? Like there was
all kinds of shit. Yeah. But no, we cleared everything up. Yeah. We cleared everything up. Yeah, they didn't. Oh, Oscar can't be part of it. Fuck you guys. You know, like, what are you talking about? Like, this is my company. It's Golden Boy. It's like, how can I not be there? So a little push, little tug, you know, we got it all done. And, you know, I promised myself I will not let my ego get in the way, but I want to be here for this one. Yeah. So I had to push back.
No, I know.
Now, like, that is crazy. Like, so basically what Oscar De La Hoya is saying, I don't think it was Canelo Alvarez. I think it was the PBC. Obviously Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya aren't seeing eye to eye as well, but I think the PBC didn't want Oscar De La Hoya. They wanted it, like, they didn't want him to be involved. They didn't want him to show up to the press conference or anything like that. Like, if people don't realize, like, that's the type of stuff that's in contracts that can mess up a fight, man. I know, for example, Devin Haney had the contracts not like that, but like a contract where like a lot of people actually turn down. What happens is, like, they'll say, for example, they'll put it in the contract, if you beat my fighter, then I get to promote 2 of your fights or something like that. And which then, like, you know, somebody might say, well, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm already signed with that. That's not gonna be able to happen. And then that other person then has the right to say, well, we offered a fight and he rejected it. Like, it's just all sorts of like crazy stuff that goes into a contract, little things that you don't even think about. Like, people think that negotiating a fight is just, oh, I want 60% and you get 40%. Nah, it's much more, bro. It's to the, I want red corner, you get blue corner. I want to come out first, you come out second. I want to wear these gloves, and I feel like if they're like a guy of a caliber of Canelo Alvarez, I'm not saying Canelo done this. I don't think he has. At least I don't think he has. He might have, but like, they do stuff like, I'm wearing these gloves, you have to wear these gloves. When Oscar De La Hoya fought Floyd Mayweather, that's what they had Floyd doing. They had Floyd, it was in the contract where they had Floyd to wear, he had to wear 10-ounce heavyweight gloves. You know what I'm saying? Like 10-ounce heavyweight gloves. And Oscar, you know, Oscar didn't, and, you know, so they get to pick, you know, certain people get to pick gloves. It is rumored that Canelo Alvarez team, or they put in the contract that James Kirkland could not work with Ann Wolfe during their fight or whatnot. I don't know how true that is though, but that's rumored or whatever. Man, it's so many things that just go into a contract that can easily mess up a fight. That's why when people say, man, it's like, it's a hard fight to make. Because not only that, bro, you got to think, because De La Hoya even stated, like, man, he had some of his, matter of fact, now let me just play the rest of what De La Hoya said, and then I'll speak more on it.
Was there any sort of apprehension on Canelo's end, given the relationship you guys had in the past and the split, to come together and make this fight happen, or was that sort of like a situation that's water under the bridge? Like, hey, this fight's gonna make a lot of money. Let's all work together.
No. There was obviously a lot of animosity. So you can imagine the negotiations. I have my front people who are dealing with the other side because obviously I can't speak to them directly. I think I'm a threat or something. I don't know. But
You say them like to Canelo or to the PBC people, or
yeah, PBC and all that. So I have my people. I have the orders and I give the and get this done right along with Fernando Beltran, who's my partner with Munguia. But we made it happen. We made it happen, and that's all that matters and counts. And I think Amazon, DAZN, PBC and Canelo Promotions and Munguia, Golden Boy, we all made it happen. And that's what I keep preaching, is that let's all work together to make these big fights happen.
Now, imagine how hard that is, bro. Like, all right, De La Hoya gives you orders like, hey, bro, we want 40%. We understand what a B side. We'll take blue corner. We do want to fight, and I'm just throwing this out. We do want. I think I don't think Jaime fights in Rivals. I don't know. Whatever. We'll just say we want Reyes gloves or whatnot, and we feel like the venue should be over here, such and such. All right. So they relay that message, and now Canelo's like, no, we want 70%, and you get 30%. And granted, they work for Oscar De La Hoya, so so Canelo's team is giving demands like, nah, we want 70%, you get 30%. This is the numbers we do. This is the numbers you do. We want this, so it's like, okay, now they gotta, now we gotta relay this to Oscar. Oscar, they said they want this. No, they're not getting that because of this. Now they gotta relay. Like, imagine how hard that stuff is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say the fights that whenever people start talking about negotiations like in public, that's a fight that's not likely to happen. But whenever it's in private, it's more likely to happen. So it is what it is, man. Now, De La Hoya actually spoke on something that's very interesting. De La Hoya has a chance to make Jaime Munguia a star. As you guys know, now listen, as much as we talk about De La Hoya, bro, Canelo would not be Canelo if it wasn't for De La Hoya, bro. Like, let's keep it 100, man. De La Hoya was able to give Canelo the right fights to get him to the stardom that he was at. Now, obviously, Canelo had to do his job by winning the fights, but bro, we can't sit here and act like if it wasn't for De La Hoya, you can't be like, well, he could have did that anyways. No, he couldn't have got those big fights that he got if he was with Top Rank or something. Like, you don't know that would, like, bro, like, De La Hoya is fully responsible for the star power of Canelo Alvarez, whether you want to admit it or not. So now he has a chance to have a star with Jaime Munguia, bro. He really does, man. And even though I don't feel like Jaime Munguia is on, I think Jaime Munguia is about two levels below Canelo Alvarez. I just don't. So I don't think that Jaime Munguia would beat Canelo. Hopefully he proves me. Well, not hopefully, but maybe he proves me wrong, because I do want Canelo. I ain't gonna lie. I do want Canelo to win this fight. Just to keep hope alive with him and David Benavidez. Hopefully we get that maybe. But this is about Canelo and Jaime Munguia. But anyways, if he does beat Canelo Alvarez, then that's a star being born, and I believe they're fighting for all the belts. So that, he has a chance to mark something big on his legacy, winning the title at 154. He didn't win the title at 160, but being undisputed at 168, that's a big deal, and Jaime Munguia is very young. So, I think that's a great, this is a chance, that for Canelo or for De La Hoya to make another star with Jaime Munguia. Now, I do believe it'll be like a situation with, it kind of reminds me of Floyd and Canelo Alvarez, being now Floyd was the older guy, pretty much making his way out of the sport, and Canelo coming up and coming. Even though Floyd still won that, the torch was almost still passed to Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing once Floyd Mayweather retired, right? So, I mean, who knows, bro? Jaime Munguia could possibly, possibly become. I mean, it's possible, right? I don't see it happening, but it's possible. And Jaime Munguia seems like he's. I feel like this is gonna bring out. If this fight doesn't bring out the best of Jaime Munguia, then no other fight will. You know what I'm saying? So. I hope Jaime Munguia comes as ready as he possibly can and puts up a great fight, man. I'm not gonna lie, cause this is a good fight. It's not the main dish that we wanted, but it's still a good fight. All right, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Who do you see winning this fight? But what do I know?